PlayStation have recently done an update to their portal, and this is the response that IGN has given it. Sony has introduced a feature that lets PlayStation Portal owners stream games directly from its PlayStation Now cloud streaming service. No PlayStation 5 required. And you got the Dark Souls character, arms open, happy, living his best life, right? So it's funny because everybody was saying that Xbox is dead because you don't need an Xbox to play Xbox games. Where now PlayStation literally is following in the footsteps as they always do.
That's what I was gonna say. Thank you for
As they
saying it. As
always
they
do.
always do. This is they don't put this out there, but that's what they're known for.
But
They
there's
go
no
ahead
doom
and
and
follow
gloom on
suit.
this.
Of course
There's no
not.
doom and gloom on
Why
this,
would there
though.
be? And where were the complaints when it couldn't do this, right? Where were
Yep.
the complaints? If it's such a big deal that this has finally happened, you and I called it out. You need to go ahead and have your PlayStation on running. You can't step away. You have to be right there. It's just an extension, it's an accessory that you need to go ahead and have both, right? In order for this to do its thing.
Yep.
What were the complaints there?
Now check
We
it out.
found it less than, but apparently they didn't enough to complain. This reaction, all I see is that they felt the same exact way. If you're this excited, you had a problem with the way it was. Now onto the cloud, which they also have a problem with when it comes to Xbox. Magically is being glorified here.
Oh, but they're not done. Before
Oh,
you go
there's
in.
more.
Yeah,
There's
before
more.
you go in more, let's paint the whole picture, right?
Okay,
Check
let me
this
get my
out.
brush.
IGN. You can now play PlayStation 5 games without a PlayStation 5. Here's why we're excited about it.
Oh,
And they did
tell,
a
do tell.
video. So it's just, again, they're so excited, right? They're so excited because they can, maybe play the game when somebody else is playing on the PlayStation 5, right? Like this is all the stuff that they are saying now, right? They're so excited for this. Yet no excitement for Xbox, who's been doing this for quite a while, right? For quite a while.
No,
Sorry,
it's just
I
for
never stopped
the
you.
level of excitement as if this is just like some newfound thing. Yes, I understand that PlayStation is finally trying to take the next step, right? Finally trying to figure out something new. Trying. I say trying. This is still a beta. They're still working on it. It's still they didn't deliver something that is just here, done, ready to go. It's all a struggle from them. From the PlayStation VR 2 that they freaking gave up on to this, to the pisser. It's all a struggle. They just continue to try to figure things out. And when they can't, they drop it. At least they're making some steps. When did this release? I don't know if you guys remember. Was it I think it wasn't it last year? Was it for the holidays last year? I don't remember. If you guys remember in the chat, let us know. But it's been long enough that they can maybe, you know, have some type of progress. So this is essentially it's a good thing. It's still not figured out. We'll see how long it takes them to really get there. But they're still working on this. The excitement that this guy is out here trying to portray, you would think that this is something that's unknown, that it's never been heard of before, and just new tech that PlayStation has figured out, when it's not the situation. Again, you don't need a PlayStation to play PlayStation games, but they have a problem when you don't need an Xbox to play Xbox games, right? Because
Agreed.
that means that the console is dead. Does it not? Is that not what they said?
Of course.
That means the console is dead.
Of course. And remember, they are people who sit there and say that cloud gaming is crap and all this stuff.
I mean, thank
And watch how
goodness
that
that
turns around.
PlayStation figured it out. I mean, thank goodness that PlayStation brought this to the table. It's as if no one knew about the cloud. What is the cloud, you ask? Well, PlayStation will show you. Apparently, they know the way. Go ahead and follow the blind on this journey. Xbox has been screaming about it for God knows how long, but now it's a real thing because PlayStation's playing with it. Come on, man.
Obviously, Xbox has been talking about the idea of allowing you to play your own games. And now that's happened, right? And they did it right after. So as soon as PlayStation announced that this was happening, a couple days later, Xbox dropped the hammer and said, "Oh yeah, that's right. You can play your own games, right?" And just like in here, they says, "Well, hopefully you can play your own games on this later, right?" So, but no one like, where's the props to Xbox? Right? Where are the IGN videos like this talking about how you can do this on Xbox and how great it is because you have the ability to play from Game Pass, but you could also play your own games. Where is those videos? Right?
You're not gonna see them. You're not gonna see them. It's not going to happen. They don't give Xbox props. That's not a thing. You got confused, sweetie.
I
You
did.
got confused
The
because
the
you see them
problem
out here shouting out PlayStation, PlayStation, and you're like, they've been shitting the bed all year. Where are the Xbox news? Those are not coming.
facts.
The funny
Mm,
part is that it's a pattern, so it seems that way, but they freaking hate it because they were out here. Yeah, go ahead, buy ABK. Jimmy, you're gone. Step aside, right? We're really gonna take PlayStation to new heights. Wait till they see Concord. They're gonna know what a real game is, and no one showed up for it. So, as much as it seems because it's a pattern, they're like, how can we top our last flop? That's not their goal. It's not. So they can take if Astrobot win all of these awards, they can take them all and go and cry with them because that's literally what's going to happen. They don't care about that the freaking awards. Yes, great to go ahead and glow and act as if, oh, look at this great thing we have on top of all the sales. But without the sales, what are the awards for? What are the nominations for? Should I remind everybody what happened to Hi-Fi Rush? Did they not win an award? They got rid of the studio. It wasn't cutting it. So the awards mean nothing. The boxes, the 65.5 million PlayStations out there means nothing because they can't sell a game to save their life. Literally. They can't think up of a good freaking game that people will connect to and want to spend their time and money with for the life of them. It ain't happening. And this is not a Concord thing. This is not an isolated situation. Again, we're seeing a pattern. So the question really is, what does PlayStation have to offer moving forward? What is left of them? What's going to happen if they continue to bleed out the way that they're doing? Say what you will, the media and the gallopers can cap for it all you want, but the wallet does not lie. The lack of engagement doesn't lie. Those numbers that they refuse to put out there because their games are not selling as they hope, those numbers don't lie. When you come out here and over a month later after your game release, you come out here and you said it hit a mil or it almost hit a mil or a mil point five when you have 65.5 million boxes out there is embarrassing. How can you not reach your own consumers? How? They already bought the box. More than half the battle is won. So what are you doing with these games that you cannot get anyone's attention? What's happening? I mean, in case you can't figure it out, is that your games are trash. I'm not saying that. The people not showing up for your game, that's literally what it means. Remember how much shit they said about Redfall? I mean, look who's laughing now. PlayStation wish they had a Redfall this year. That's where they're at. Xbox moved on from it. That was one hiccup. And they right their wrongs. They still worked on the game. They had a freaking update. They've been working on it. Till this day, if you go and turn on Spider-Man 2, you will still find bugs in the game. That game came out over a year ago, and you will still find bugs in the game. They have not been fixed. They haven't. So if you're saying, well, you know what, maybe enough time went by and they've actually worked on the issues they had with Spider-Man 2, they haven't. You still go in there, the bugs are still in there, it's still an issue. Do we think that that's reasonable? Is there any type of justification for over a year later to still have the same type of issues? And they have the audacity to come out here and talk about Stalker 2? That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to me. But it's PlayStation, so they get a pass and then another pass, and they keep getting passes on all of their nonsense. All of it.
Yes, you're 100% right with all this, to be honest with you. It's all frankly so sad that PlayStation is essentially they're lost, right? Like they don't really they don't really have a soul anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not out here trying to make games. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to be part of the art form, right? They got rid of all those games that are smaller and kind of push things forward. They got rid of all that stuff, right?
They also got rid of their big games. They don't have the budget for it. So what
Of
is
course.
PlayStation going to do? They can't even get a Lego game right. You understand that? The road is there for you to take. Just follow the path. Which way did they say to go? Like what? It's a Lego game. How do you mess that
Yeah.
up? How do you
Yeah.
have a Lego game with no Legos in it? The game's an epic fail.
Yes, he did not like that
He
game.
did not like it at all. He says he can play max 20 minutes at the time. And when she talks, he's like, just shut the hell up. Be quiet. So he said that it's not targeting kids, that he doesn't see a kid going ahead and playing this Lego game. So who will? The
Facts.
gallopers are not gonna go ahead and play. I just love that this was made with the Nintendo fans in mind. The Nintendo fans in mind. That's how PlayStation worked on this game. And it's wild because these gallopers keep getting slapped up by their own freaking team.
That's crazy.
But we're the ones getting screwed over. You're right. We're on that opposite thing still.
They lost who they were, right? They lost their way. They don't know how to appeal to their own fans, right? They don't know how to appeal to them anymore. They don't know how to appeal to new players.
Nintendo fans?
They don't know how to
Why can't you
appeal
show
to
some mercy?
anybody. I mean, that's just the reality of what it is. They just don't, right? They don't. They don't know what to do, and that is the problem for them. There's
They don't
nothing
know
is
what
gonna
to do, their
change.
wallet's bleeding out, they put together a PlayStation 5 Pro that they can't understand the pisser technology for, so their games look ridiculous. Shame, shame, shame. How dare you? How dare you put out a freaking test for people to spend over $700 on so you can figure out your next step? That's that is beyond. For them to come out here and try to go ahead and figure out technology, this should have been figured out. We're not out here to test your nonsense. Come correct or don't come at all. Nobody invited you to the party, so don't show up. Nobody was asking you for a new console. You don't have games for it. Sit the hell down and stop making things that you can't support or that you can't figure out. Brainless. And the fact that these gallopers are out here acting like PlayStation is God's gift to the world is nonsense. You're just as stupid as they are. They can't make a game. You don't even know what they're slapping you up with. You're out here supporting Xbox. I hate Xbox. Take my money. I hate Xbox. Take my money. Come on. Come on.
My God.
The stupidity is ridiculous. Take a break.
Oh my God. God, that's hilarious. It's true though. It's true. It's true. It's just the reality of what it is. Doodle speaks the truth. She is the truth giver. Fortunately for them, it is not a good
Let
scenario.
me ask you a question. Did you see as much hype for Ghost of Yote as you saw for the idea that they were getting Indiana Jones in spring
Definitely not.
2025? No, no. I don't care what they want to put out there about Xbox. You guys, you gallopers are nothing but Xbox fans that are obsessed with your PlayStation box. Obsessed.
They're in the closet, like our homie
Stop
said.
trying to stuff your dingling in it. Let it go. Let it go. You love Xbox. Say it with your chest. Say, I am a developer and I love Xbox. Come on, we all see it. Just say it. I don't know how many. Can you imagine at the hospital with a PlayStation stuck to your freaking wiener because you love it so much and just try to stuff it in there? It's the type of obsession. It's obsession. You're ridiculous. You're attached to a box that has no games. Oh, I love it that they're charging $700 for the Pro. That just means that the PlayStation 6 is gonna be cheaper. What? What kind of crap are you living? Put the pen down, son. That shit is not good for you. It's gonna be cheaper. The next console is gonna be cheaper because that's what they do with new tech. They're like, let's figure out this new tech and then let's make it cheap. That's what they do with Apple phones.
Oh my
That's what
god.
they do with new technology. New TVs, CMoney, did you find out? Did you know that new TVs, that new tech they figure out is cheaper than their old tech? That's why they're charging this much. That's why. Because the next console's gonna be cheaper. We so smart, you can't get anything past us. Now take my money, Xbox. Give me your games. What a freaking mess. What
My
a mess.
god.
You can't make this up. It sounds ridiculous. It's all true. It's all true. What is this pisser technology? The name tells you everything you need to know. It's piss. It's piss. Drink it, pony. Drink it. Stop licking Saul and drink the piss. Shit. Crazy ass ponies. Oh, see, money, you don't know what they figured. Oh, we got new tech. It's so powerful. It's a 4090. Shut your computers down because for dude, what for $700 you're gonna get a 4090? What kind of
My
dumbass
god.
mentality is that, bro?
Sorry. Oh my god. That was amazing. If I was a galloper right now, watching in secrecy, in the closet with the door creaked, watching our show
In the dark,
in the dark, touching themselves,
obviously. What else?
I
Crying.
would be
Nah.
very, very, very sad right now.
You should be. Here comes the holidays.
But also
and you're
empowered.
not getting games.
Damn.
Keep on playing Call of Duty until Indiana Jones shows up. You're not getting games. Your game was Lego Horizon. Your game was Astrobot. Your game was Conquer. Oops, they took it away. That's right, because you didn't buy it. Enjoy. That's your holiday. Don't worry. We're going to share clips of Indiana Jones. We'll share. You guys, don't worry, ponies. Hang on tight. You have something to look forward to next year. Don't give up just yet.
But you may also have inspired them. You know what I'm saying? Like they're hurt and crying, but also you did inspire them. Maybe it's time for them to come out of the closet. You know what I'm saying? And just say how much they love Xbox,
Yeah.
even though they're a galloper.
Get clean. Put the powder down and speak your truth. You're accepted.
Oh my god, that was beautiful.
The next time I hear anybody crying about Indiana Jones or anything like that, do you see the mess that PlayStation is? Do you see the mess that they are? And
They are a mess.
they're gonna go ahead and give Xbox the money full price. They don't need Game Pass, full price. They'll pay full price. Give it to me. Go ahead, see.
So ultimately, this they can copy, right? This they can go ahead and do this and try to, say, hey, it's okay if you use the cloud to play our games. But do you think that there is a chance with them copying anything else? Right? When you think about PlayStation, can they copy putting their day one releases, day and date, like their first party games, day and date into their subscription service, right? Can they go ahead and do
Is that
that?
a real question?
I just wanted to give you something else to say. to go off on.
Their yo, their games are a one-night stand.
Oh, damn.
Bang, bang, goodbye, ma'am. All right, we're done. Just be lucky if you don't leave with trauma or some type of STD from that nightstand. Yo, their games are not, you just play one and done. It's over. It's over. And who, courtesy of who? You think they can't put factions in freaking
Last of Us?
Last of Us? They greedy, greedy. Horizon, do you think that you shouldn't put the freaking multiplayer into the game? They want to split everything up. You can't engage with these games. You can't. You can't stay in there for long. I don't understand how they're celebrating these remasters that they keep getting fed. I don't know how they're celebrating it. I don't know how you go ahead and play The Last of Us 18 freaking times. How many times have they remastered that crap?
A lot.
A lot. A lot. Get ready. Once they figure out the pisser, they're gonna remaster the box too. It's nothing but freaking remaster. Go ahead, and the multiplayer should be a part of the game. They were trying to make a freaking multiplayer Spider-Man. Why was that not a part of the game? So that people can actually continue to play once they're done with the story mode. Why? Because you're greedy. And even then, they wouldn't put their freaking games. They couldn't do Game Pass. It will kill them to know that for a set price, people have access to all of their games. It wouldn't work anyways. You wait, I mean, one game a year? How are you going to have a Game Pass, bro? One game a year? If that? If they're lucky? Oh, well, that's just too many games, guys. Am I right? Am I right? We're not scared. We're not scared that PlayStation's going to fail and be gone. One is too many games, and I get it now. I get it. The quality of games that they're making, one is more than enough. One is more than enough. Who the heck wants these type of games? What for? Be nice. They rather gallop around in the wild than sit there and play Lego Horizon. They do. Who wouldn't? We heard from Hargeet. The game ain't shit. So who in life, who in their right mind will go in to play a Lego game that's not a Lego game and enjoy it? You look at a Lego game and you know what you're going to get. And you go in with that intention. This was a way of them telling the story without spending the money. This is a remaster in Lego form. They wanted to tell the story. Supposedly, you can't break and rebuild. You can't do any of that. So it's not a Lego game. It's a cheaper way of making freaking Horizon. That is it. Nothing more than that. So do I think that they can sustain a freaking Game Pass situation? No. I don't think anyone in their right mind, I mean, maybe Hiroki thinks that they can do this, considering the decisions that they've been making. You cannot go ahead and have a Game Pass situation. Your games are a one and done over, and people are catching on to it. People are catching on to the fact that you keep feeding them the same games. They thought that people were going to lose their mind about a remaster of Horizon on the pisser for what? More money? For it to look the same? The game was literally on sale for like $20. I think Will Broke Lewis said it was even cheaper than that. He brought the receipts and then they upped the price after the announcement. It's all a way to see if they can get these gallopers to continue to spend their money. The idea, after they said that they've been working for a couple of years now, by the way, on the PlayStation 6, by the way, how have you been working on the PlayStation 6 for a couple of years now and still get the pisser technology wrong? How? But now you want to create urgency because people are not buying your box the way you thought they would show up for it. So you're telling them, we're not having another console for another 10 years. After you said that you've been working on one already? I highly doubt it. I call bull crap on that. I see right through the nonsense, dude. These developers want to live in denial, no problem. But I see it and I'm going to bring it up because that's what I do. No, they can't have a subscription service. People will
Oh my god.
show up,
Hold on, babe.
play all their games in about a week or two. They'll sign up for a month, play all the games, done, over. That's it. If you guys feel in any way that they can have a freaking subscription service with PlayStation games in it, let me know. I would love to hear it.